Hey everyone, Random Randy here. This is Yarn Talk episode 34 and also Vlogtober for the 10th of October 2017 because I'm not gonna do two separate me chatting at you videos on the same day. Too much work. So I have a lot of things finished this week, a lot of little things. I have one current whip and a lot of objects at rest that I'd really like to get back to eventually. I also have some yarn that I dyed this week. If you haven't been watching the Vlogtober videos, I will link to the video that I did that shows all of those off because I forgot and left them buried in the closet and I'm not gonna go hunt them down right now. So if you want to see those, there will be a link up over in either this region or this region. I'm not sure which side it'll show up on the computer, but there will be a little eye that'll pop up and it'll link to that video. So anyway, I am going to dive right into the things that I have done first, and then I'll show you my whip, and that's going to be it. So it's not going to be super long today, I don't think, which would be good because I'm kind of beat and not really wanting to life today. But I took a shower for you guys, so that's awesome, right? So first, I have one of the bags that I got. This is full of all of the things that I've done so far this week. And the week's not even over yet, so there will be more. But this is what I've got. I finished another Zero Lovey last night. And it's the same as all the other ones before it, but I will still link to the pattern. It is a free pattern on Ravelry by Jamie Hackford. However, in the pattern, it says to use a J-hook. No way, man. I used a 3.5mm hook for the head and all of the details and the ears. I used a K for the square and only did 6 rows for the square and then did an outer row that's an open shell stitch. I just thought it made the edge look a little bit more ghostly. Gave it the little points here and there. So that's a Zero Lovey. This is something that I gradually work on pieces of these and then I'll be ambitious and sew one or two of them together. I don't think I'm ever going to have an abundance of them done all at the same time, but a few of them here and there for sure. So there's that. Next in the bucket, bag, whatever, are these fingerless horizontal ribbed mittens, gauntlets, arm warmers, wrist warmers, whatever you want to call them. These are a pattern that I am testing with a couple of different types of yarn just to make sure that it's going to work. This is with the standard sizing. These are made with Red Heart Unforgettable Waves, which for the record is the most atrocious yarn. Take that back. Second most atrocious yarn I have ever worked with in my life. This particular one is in the Prairie colorway. It is supposed to be a worsted weight yarn. And this is one of those fun yarns that, let me see if I can get a section that will show it. Kinda that part right there does a little bit. So, this yarn is one of those nifty, thick, thin, the thickness is not consistent all the way throughout it type of yarns. Some parts of it are downright borderline weight 5 bulky, and some of them are so teeny and super thin that I would say that they are close to light sport weight or close to a 2 as far as how thin they are. And it was horrible to work with an H hook, which is what I planned on using in my pattern. The whole thing's done in half double crochets with a front post, back post ribbing on the top and bottom so that they don't slip and slide too much. I like the way that this yarn looks. It even feels nice and soft. However, working with it is a bear. Would not recommend Red Heart Unforgettable Waves. There's a reason this stuff was in clearance. Anyway, so there we go. Another pair of fingerless gloves. I also have the green ones, which were my original test pair, which do not have the ribbing on top. This is made with just regular Red Heart Super Saver green tones. As you can see, they're about the same. They are the same length, but I have very thin wrists, even though I have giant hands. So when I make it to fit around my hand, it has a tendency to kind of bunch up on my wrist a bit because my wrists are so teeny. So that is a pattern that hopefully I will be having a tutorial for sometime in the quasi-near future. I think I'm probably going to do the narwhal next, as far as tutorials go. And speaking of narwhals, guess what I've got here? I have two. I have the teeny tiniest micro narwhal, which will be the smallest size in the pattern. And I have the largest one, the jumbo size. And this guy has stitched on eyeballs that are the same size as Zero's eyeballs, because I did this first test one. I actually did the body in the middle of the night and sewed up the bottom and looked at it and went, oh crap, I forgot to put the safety eyes in. Has a little flippy tail. But yeah, so there's going to be two more sizes of these that are in between the big and the small. Look, we all have horns. Isn't it awesome? And I am planning to do a video tutorial, but I will probably only do it for one of the medium sizes and then have a written pattern that has everything else included. So there's those two little rainbow narwhals. Next thing is a Pokeball hat. This is standard adult beanie style. This isn't a slouch. This actually fits me quite well. I was attempting to make a smaller one that wouldn't fit a man with a head the size of a pumpkin, because when I first started making hats, my older styles that I have are these ginormous slouchy monstrosities that in order for it to fit your head, you'd probably have to roll it up 3 or 4 times. So I'm probably going to be reclaiming the yarn from those to make them into something else. But anyway, adult woman-sized or small male-sized Pokeball beanie. Alright, what else have I got in here? Oh yeah, that. Dishcloth, made in purple. Really need to just sit down and make a bunch of dishcloths one of these nights. I did one. I actually started this one at the craft fair. And then I was so busy for most of it that it didn't really make sense to keep trying to work on it there. So, dishcloth. If you're interested in making these with this scrubby texture, I do have a tutorial for the way that I make them. It's a very simple stitch, super, super simple. And these are 8x8. This particular one is made with Bernat Handicrafter cotton, and it's some shade of purple. I have no idea off the top of my head. Then what else do I have? Oh, yep, I got these. So I have 2 of these. They are, I'm gonna take off my horned hat here. These are Convertible Cowl Hat toque things. I don't even know what to call it. This is made with Lion Brand Unique yarn. They are both different. As you can see, it's just funky all around. They are big enough that you can wear them rolled up if you so desire. They have a drawstring on the top that you can undo and open it up to pull it around your neck like a cowl. You can also leave the drawstring at the top partway open so that it is like one of those trendy messy bun ponytail hat things. I can get the drawstring open all the way here. There we go. So yeah, you can totally pull it all the way down over your face and have it be a scrunched up cowl. You could pull it up over your face, hopefully not to, you know, procure money from a banking institution, but to keep you warm from the wind. You could even fold it over double with it like this if you just wanted something to cover your neck. Pretty versatile. I really like it. I feel like this is probably what I'm going to do with most of the bulky yarn that I have left, because I have some and I really don't dig working with it that much anymore. I can't find that many things I like doing with it. Sometimes I like knitting with it, but for the most part, meh. Not really a big deal. So I have 2 of those made with the yarn that I got on clearance. This one has more solid colors that stripe in it. This one has a lot more of the barber pulled double colors. So there are those. And all of this stuff is going to be up in my shop sometime in the next few weeks. I'm planning to do a shop update next week. I was wanting to start doing it this week, but too much is going on. So I'm shooting for every other week, which means next week will be my shop update for the first time in what feels like a million years. I have 2 little octopi here. This one I called the Autumn Octopus. It is red with orange, and it has a brown-black variegated on the bottom that is Michael's Loops and Threads. Impeccable, I believe. And the eyeballs, if it will focus, if I can hold my hand steady, the eyes on this little guy are actually gold. So this one reminds me very much of Autumn Leaves. And this one makes me think Cthulhu. I actually considered putting little bat wings on him, but I have not done it, so I don't think I'm going to. But this is Red Heart Super Saver green tones, and he has little red eyes. Or she, whatever. So there's those. And then I also have, buried down yonder, I also have 4 faceless candy corn to go with the 2 that I have left that have faces. That is all of the stuff that I have finished, I believe, for this week, aside from dyeing yarn. So I'm going to put all of these in their respective buckets in the closet once I'm done. I really just need to take a day and take pictures of everything so that I'll have everything ready to go for the update next Friday. That's a lot of stuff. That halfway fills the bag with things. The only active work in progress that I have at this particular moment in time, and yes, I am wearing this with the tag still attached to it because I'm not wearing it out of the house. And I don't feel like clipping the tag off only to have to reattach it. Anyway, the only current whip that I have is this right here. Making another octopus Cthulhu inspired beanie with the tentacles because I actually sold the only green one that I had at the craft fair. And perfect timing now that I'm almost done because the mower is getting ready to go by the house again, which is always super, super, super fun. So that is pretty much it for crafty stuff for this week, aside from my yarn that I dyed, which, like I said, I've linked to the video for that. So if you want to see it, that yarn is going to be going up in my shop as well. and some of it I will be making more skeins of, particularly the Mermaider colorway. I might be experimenting with some of the unbleached cotton that I have, try dyeing that, see how it holds that, because it is supposed to work on natural fibers. You will notice that there has been sort of a flood of horror videos back on my channel. I was planning to separate them so that people who want to see them can see them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have them backed up on my secondary horror-only channel, and I will have them all contained within a few playlists on here. So if you want to watch them, cool. If you don't want to watch them, feel free to skip them. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. There are a lot of YouTubers that I watch who do all sorts of different things, and if they have a video that I don't particularly enjoy, I just don't watch it. And that's pretty much all there is to that. So, good news, which if you watch the Vlogtober videos you already know. If you don't, then you will have no clue. My husband, who has been away for training for a week and is supposed to be away for several more weeks, is actually coming home tomorrow night, late at some point. And he's going to be doing some different training stuff instead, mostly closer to home, so he'll kind of be back and forth. Unless they decide to send him back for the rest of the training once he's done with this other training, and with it being the army, I'm kind of honestly prepared for them to do that. So we shall see how that goes. Hopefully I will be working on a Narwhal tutorial maybe this evening to go up sometime in the next few days. Hoping also to get the tutorial for those gloves done and up, because I haven't done a tutorial in a few weeks. I do enjoy doing them, I just can't do them until the middle of the night when there aren't annoying sounds like mowers and leaf blowers and dogs barking and kids running around squee, being happy, loud kids, because you know it's what kids do. So that is it for me for this week. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to all of the new subscribers, all of the returning subscribers. I am somewhere in the 320 range right now. I'm not quite sure what exactly, but I was also bad and did buy some yarn the other day, so that should be here sometime this week or early next week. And some of it is going to go into the goodie bag for having 300 subscribers. Like I said, I'm working on getting things collected for that, so at my current rate of increasing subscribers and how slow I'm moving on it, I'll probably have it ready by the time I hit 400. I just can't win. I'm telling you, if it wasn't for the last second, I would never get anything done. Ever. Anyway, thank you so much everybody for watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Bye.